Hello, friends. A very, very good morning. And Christmas is just around the corner. So, Merry Christmas too, and a very Happy New Year too. And here is another wonderful, beautiful book written by my friends Rupali Sarkar Gaur, Porridge and I, Growing Up with India. I loved every page of the book. I loved every incident in the book, and I really love the style in which the book has been written. And it has been published by Authors Press. And as usual, Authors Press has done a wonderful job. So I'll just give you an overview of the book from the back page. It says, Porridge and I, Growing Up with India. In the wake of India's independence in 1947, a little girl and her sister, carelessly dubbed Porridge, a distorted form of a pretty Indian name, navigate the shifting landscape of the new world. The daughters of an army officer, they roam the vibrant tapestry of India, their lives a blend of childlike wonder and poignant satire. Through the eyes of Porridge's little sister, the narrator, we witness the remnants of a colonial past unraveling as their nation embraces its new identity. Amidst the echoes of adult conversation, filled with humor, heartache, and the scars of partition, Porridge, whose real name the Anglo-Indian nanny can't pronounce, and her sister discover the complexities of a nation reborn. With a voice that captures both laughter and longing, Porridge and I invites readers of all ages to share in a journey of growth, resilience, and the joy of sisterhood in a rapidly changing India. So, this is a beauty of a book. I love the cover. It is, let me see, the cover art is by Rupali Das's nephew, I think, Aryan Das. I'm especially grateful to Porridge's grandson, Aryan Das, whose creativity was vital in designing the book's cover. So this has been done by Aryan Das. So I'll just read a few paragraphs from the last pages. And I found it very intriguing the way she has concluded the book. So here I go. This is on page 283. Emmy has dipped a chapati into a piece of masala coated sour mango pickle and is slurpily licking it with her snaky pink tongue, enjoying her first taste of India. Mother is watching, smiling. Emmy's cheese sandwiches are cold and dry and smell of rotten earthworms. Sandwiches, Doris used to say, are eaten by civilized people. You Indians are curry munchers. But then Doris was not pakka. Porridge and I choked on it. It tasted just like cook's revolting beet and cabbage soup stirred and stirred in the black iron pot in the cook house built in 1856. Porridge threw the civilized sandwich out of the racing window. Pickle licking Emmy leaned forward. And what did you say your name was, Jerry? She asked Porridge. Who, me? Porridge asked. Emmy nodded. My name is P. A wishing star which was trailing Porridge for ages unhooked itself from the light blue sky, collided against and shattered into 1,000 pieces. My name? A puzzled Porridge asked. All the king's horses and all the king's men, I chanted. My name? Emmy is looking at Porridge. Tell them now. The excited ghost of Chudamani, Chintamani, Chandrabhan Goswami urged, Tell them now. An Englishman had named him Dog. Didn't you know? A voice boomed. My name is Parijat. I am the immortal Indian tree in heavens, which blossoms flowers that look like stars. The train passed slowly across the echoing hollow depths of a river, its 17 people-filled compartments doing a slow dance as it slipped across the wooden sleepers. A shrill, long whistle blew a trumpet call. The river whispered, Parijat, Parijat, Parijat. Parijat? Ah, such a beautiful name, Amy sighed. The river mist rose up to touch the train window, leaving diamond drops of water. In it, I saw Churamani, Chintamani, Chandrabhan Goswami's ghost. He smiled proudly. The English with their porridge and rosy red cheeks were gone for good. The English with their porridge and rosy red cheeks were gone for good. India was now free. India was now free. I really loved the conclusion. In fact, I loved the entire book, but I read the last 3 or 4 paragraphs 100 times, I think, and I recited them loud. Beautifully written, Rupali Sarkar Gaur. Kudos to you, kudos to Authors Press for this beautiful, beautiful book. Thank you, Rupali.